Hello, everybody. I saw somebody is online, and I cannot see the name, of course, but if you can type it out here somewhere, then I can see you, of course. Thank you for joining. So, today it is not yet time, so I'll be waiting for some few people. So whoever is there online, welcome you all. I can't see you, but I welcome you all, and I'll welcome your question. So even if I can't see your name, I'd love if you can question. It is about why we are stuck with procrastination. Why we always keep on postponing our work, for other time to come, and why we cannot do what we need to do right now, right? So there are few few tricks and tips from my own life, how I manage a full-time job and also love doing this lives. Also I do webinars, and I love helping people whoever comes to me informally, formally. I understand that webinars take a lot of time. Are you able to hear me? So if you can say yes, that will be great. And also if you can mention that whether you are live or you are watching recorded, that will also be great. So let us wait for two more times in between. I will be greatly appreciating if you can introduce yourself, whoever it is. I cannot see in the stream yard though, but maybe in Facebook live, if you people are there, if you can help me, right, help me see you, that will be great, right? Are you able to see me? I'm not able to see as yet. So in the streamline, I'll be there, StreamYard. So can I have your question? So the first question I used to write here also, which so it is not taking anymore. So welcome everybody to this episode of how to overcome procrastination and get going with our lives. So procrastination is that one thing which actually we keep postponing. Whatever task that we have kept in mind, that task we keep on postponing. So what are those reasons? Why don't we feel like doing that whatever work we have assigned for ourselves? Why we don't take up those work right now? So for example, if if you have to do a Facebook live today, right now, why are you not feeling to do it right now? Why don't you do it right now, or say Facebook live anytime? But if you have kept yourself a particular time, you have to be there. How to get away from social media attachment? So I am in social media for all the time. So thank you for the question. Social media, know when, what is the thing that keeps you attached out here. so if you can keep yourself, say, 30 minutes for social media, and after 30 minutes take a break and go to do some other work, say for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, can you do that? If you can go for a tea break also after 30 minutes. So if you keep your alarm set for 30 minutes, 30 minutes is a good time, right? So if you are listening me, can you say yes, so that I would know. So after 30 minutes you take a break, and if you keep on doing this repeatedly, one habit that gets formed over a period of time, because we are constantly into it. That is why, yes, thank you. So, can I know your name also? That will be great. Can you type your name because I'm only seeing Facebook user. So, if you give yourself small breaks in between, then after some time this habit will go. Suppose you are into something, some other tasks are there. Yes, Ajay. Thank you for the question. So, Ajay, if you are for 30 minutes you are there, then there is another task that you have given as in your to do list. There is another task. You go to that task for 5 minutes at least, and then you give yourself the what you can say, the scope to come back to Facebook after 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then what happens, the tendency to be in the social media, it will break. And you, because you are out for some time, then getting back to that rhythm will be a little painful. It will not will be visible in the first few times, but after say 7 or 10 times it will start happening. That because we all, I know you also are helping some people solve a problem. I am also doing the same. Our work is mostly in Facebook, but while we are in, say, trying to um, establish our relationship with people, we actually also get into uh, no get attached to social media. So there is a thin line, but you have other things to do, no? To solve a problem, you also need to solve many other problems in your life, or you have to work in some other things also. Agree to that? So it will not go just in one day, but if you give those small breaks, tea breaks, task break, then smoking break if you smoke, or say do something else which will solve your problem. For example, if it is writing a content in the Facebook, that is why you came to Facebook, and then you have been no looking at other people's post and go on reading that, and then chatting with some people, then it goes on like that. If that is so, then you have to give yourself small chunk. Which chunk you will do chatting, which chunk you will do content writing, which chunk you will do just reading out other people's posts and like. All those are important things, very important part of whatever we are doing. But if you don't if you are not accomplishing those tasks and simply getting attached because when I also do the same thing, what I do is I watch a lot of reels, and some days actually it becomes a habit to watch one reel, two reel, and sometimes I'm watching those reels for 2 hours. Today I did that. Now that is one attachment, but other days what happens? I have some task listed out, and I know reels and other things, binging. No, the data binging here will not help me. That is why I get myself away from this. So, hope that helped you. Uh, Something else also I was looking at today's, I was watching Sam Owen's thing. He was describing about how to take a decision. When you take decision, making is a big thing in our industry. And if somebody else is there here, so how do you make a decision quickly? So I'll tell you one story. So I have started working with somebody, and first day I sent asked them how can I mark my attendance, So they asked me to log on to one particular app and then mark my attendance. Then I asked, I am working only for 10 days. Do you, and I don't have an employee code. Do you still want me to mark the attendance? They took another hour to reply to me that yes, you need to do the attendance. Then they asked me, it is 10 days of engagement with us. So out of those 10 days, 4 or 5 days, you need to go to the field, go to the location where their work is going on, and you have to manage that field, and reporting and other uh, things that will take another of your 6. So they were actually saying 6 days, and another 4 days will be at location. So then I said, okay, if I go to the location, then I need money to spend. So I need the travel ticket booking, all that. Beforehand, also, we need to book tickets. And then I need to arrange a hotel where I would stay. Then the local travel, the taxi arrangements, and all other expenses, I need one advance. Then I actually initially I had planned for 2 locations, but they told me that it is like a lot of work at one location. So 3 days will not be enough. And so I said, there is another way to do. No, I don't have to go to the entire Bharat to look after uh, your work. What I can do is I can speak to people, and speaking to people can happen over Zoom also. And strangely, people even after COVID, they don't agree that is the way out. So okay, first time you don't have to fight. So that is what I also don't agree with people. So I said okay, okay, then one location I will not go. I'll go to one location only. That also took time, right? So each time they take time. That is my engagement also is increasing along with them, right? If it is 6 days, then okay, 6 days I'll mark my attendance. How can you stop? Because I'm communicating with you, you know right now. So decision making is a thing which will waste lot of your time. And how can you facilitate decision making is to have less number of choices. If you have more number of choices, obviously, like say suppose for example, which dress to wear, we ladies are no into that. These two things take a lot of our time, choosing which dress to wear and choosing what to cook today. Roti, da, roti, chawal, dal, sabji. We know, but which sabji and which dal? Whether dal or salad or sag or there are so many choices, right? So if we make one list menu, someday it will the exception will happen, but that will make less decision making. If you restrict your decision making to a certain amount, so keep seven dresses for your whatever you are doing. So 7 dresses will not take you much. You will decide 7 days for the on Sunday, and for rest 7 days you will wear those dresses only. You will allocate your dresses according to what function you are going to office only, or going to party, or any other function is there. So those can be done, right? So this is the trick number 2. Have less amount of decision making. Then the third thing I'll say is uh, avoid distraction, means like which is your most important thing. That I think, what time you are giving yourself for what. So if you're the most important thing, the office time, when you are doing office work, you are not giving time to anything else, right? And people who are working professional, to which segment I address to, they are all filled up with work and extra work, overtime work, all kinds of work. Do you think they're efficient? Do you consider yourself efficient? Do you consider that you are doing work according to whatever is required? Are you satisfied with yourself? No. But when I say there are some tricks that you need to change your behavior, you need to change your thought process to have this behavior changed. Because when suppose for example, at office you have a meeting with your boss, right? And you have very good to connect with your boss. Then what happens, it becomes a gupshup more than the meeting. Whatever objective is to be achieved, it becomes a gupshup, and nobody bothers, and nobody tells you anything if you are speaking to your boss, right? So you waste time. Now, this can you stop your boss from saying something? You can, but that will require a lot of behavior change. Suddenly you cannot say to your boss, let us stop. But you can say, of course, if you have that kind of um, rapport with your boss, say that we will discuss this at another time. This work is done, and so let us stop this discussion right now. Maybe we will come back after another session, or say 10 minutes, or say in the next half afternoon we will speak again. So it becomes very difficult for both of you, because once you start talking on so many things, but it takes a lot of time. So if that is taking your time in a day, and which is why you are getting delayed for your work, and you are at office for more than 8 hours, then this is something you need to think over, right? This is not creating any efficiency for you. And what I am trying to say is, if you go the same way, doing the same thing, and you expect a different result, there is no tips and tricks to take. All those tips and tricks also require your habit change, right? And if you don't have the guts, don't have the courage to change your habits, because other people will form an opinion about you, nobody can help you. So, do you have the courage to be a leader, to be a person who is protecting his time, his family time? Why do you protect your time? Because you don't have faltu time to waste. If you can understand that, then uh, you will start your journey. And any tips and tricks that I tell you, that will help. See, when you are with your boss, and how you have created your relationship with the boss, that matters a lot, and nobody can change that overnight. So let us examine what kind of things the boss expects from you, and we will discuss about that in our next episode, next discussion. So whoever is watching this, if they have further question, if you have some questions, I'm sure you will have many questions to question whatever I have seen, and I'll be happy to have those questions. And since nobody is there right now asking any questions, maybe after this Facebook live, you will have lot many questions in your mind. Whatever questions strike you, can you please shoot off those questions, so that I can individually tell you how you can start your journey. Habits takes time. So thank you for watching, and please mention whether you are watching live or you are watching replay. Thank you. Meet you in the next episode. Thank you.